my golden retriever licking my face. My sister, who's 3 years younger, is screaming, she's dead. She's dead.
Oh my God.
And my mom's on the phone with my dad at the TV station saying, like, do I call an ambulance? She passed out. Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Hi, gal.
Hello. You look great. I know you have a lot to add about your look today.
No, you and I were together over the weekend, and one of us used sunscreen and one of us didn't. And this is what I do to myself. I'm a masochist, and I will spend all this money on lasers and creams, and I'm going to get a facial every freaking 5 days and spend a lot of money, even though I love my facial. And it's like, and then I'll sit in the sun and not wear sunscreen because I think to myself, oh, I just want to get a base tan. Well, here we go. It's all my fault. Hi,
I don't know.
Me. I'm the
FTC
problem.
or whoever else could come after me. I do feel like my heavy spray tan was a good first barrier because I wouldn't say I was killing myself with sunscreen out there.
You were reapplying constantly, and I was very proud of you for that. As I just watched you do it, and then I was like, I'm just working on my base.
You got burned so fast. Like that was, unless time flew, but I felt like you were burned in no time.
It was not okay. Ace of base.
Yeah.
But so this morning, here's the story behind that Erin knows because we spoke earlier and I was like, I'm not going to tell you the story, even though I wanted to tell her. So I'm saving it for here. All right. It's not groundbreaking. It's not anything crazy. It's just, this is so me to have this happen. So remember we were on we had to take our license out for something. And somebody we were with was like, that doesn't even look like you. Yeah, because the last picture I took from my license picture was when I was working at Extra. This must have been 2016 maybe at this point or something. I mean, it's been like a minute since I've had my driver's license picture taken because every time you just renew it and it's not whatever. I had almost like brownish hair. It was like long. I was fully done up, like full hair and makeup, came right from the studio and thought I was like so cute. Anyways,
picture doesn't look cute.
Picture, I mean, I'm also 12 in the picture. Fine. So today I'm like, all right, I have until 2:00 I was like, to get some of the errands and stuff I needed to do. I needed to go to the DMV. In California, there's this whole new thing. You have to get a real ID, which is different than the license. And it's like, it's the stuff that we put off and we don't want to do. And I'm like, I have no excuse. It needs to happen before May. It's the end of April. Okay, fine. Well, I'm not thinking that I have to do anything other than just go like renew this thing. And Steve had to go do it and he never, all things are going to come back. It's Steve's fault. It's not Steve's fault, but then it turned into Steve's fault. Here we go. I don't take a shower because I'm like, I have a DMV appointment. It's like, you can wait in line. And so I was like moving up quickly in the queue and I was sitting on my couch. So the DMV is 15 minutes away. And I'm like, okay, I'm like 7 people in line away. So I jump up, don't even take a shower. I throw a sweatshirt on, throw jeans on, hair is back like this, no makeup, get in the car.
What was your vibe? You were just like, forget it. I'm gonna have like a fresh photo, or you thought you were gonna keep your old one?
Yeah, because Steve told me I didn't need to take a photo. He said, he was like, just grab your passport. You don't need to. I had to take a photo because I was coming from Georgia, new license. Steve's fault, not Steve's fault, but don't think I have to take a photo. So I get in the car, go over there. Other things I have to do, registration, other shit. Anyways, I'm at the DMV and the guy's so nice that he's helping me and he's doing this and doesn't say anything about the photo, gives me all the paperwork. As I'm walking away from the window, he goes, oh yeah, you have to go take a picture.
No.
I have to go. I looked at him, I go, now I have to take a picture? He goes, yeah, just go over to that line right there with the camera thing and just stand in that line to take a new photo for your license. And I was like, do I have to? And he goes, well, yeah, it's for the new photo or for the new license. And I was like, okay, so this is me.
Carry the one.
Inching away from the window. And then I'm creeping towards the door and I'm like, maybe I wonder if I just don't take the photo. Like maybe then and then I'm like,
good.
no, knowing my luck, I'm going to then have to come back here doing something. So I'm like, shit, do I have any makeup? Do I have anything in the car that I can like throw myself together? So I go back to the car. I'm looking at the guy to see if he's like watching me being like, lady, you forgot to go to the camera line. He doesn't care. He's on to the next like 700 people that are online. I go out to the car. I'm rummaging through the middle console. Is there an extra, bronzer in here? Is there a brush? Is there anything? I find a Clinique sample little mascara in the bottom. After I've gone through the coins, I found about 3 sets of headphones, 2 chargers that I didn't know were in there, all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm flicking on the mascara. I'm like, great. No blush. I've got none of this stuff. So I'm like, well, at least I have some semblance of color from this burnt tan thing. I've got tattooed eyebrows and a little tattooed lip. So we got that covered. I'm like, well, I need some blush.
Yeah, you have a lip.
So I'm taking the chapstick and I'm rubbing it on my cheeks. Now I'm rubbing the chapstick on my cheeks that have the little of like the pink tint. So I'm like, okay, we got that going up. I'm going like this. Then I'm like, I find this. Look at this scrunchie. This is the scrunchie that's in the car. Blue. That's great. So I'm like, fine. Flick. So I'm going like flipping the hair. I'm doing all of this in the parking lot at the DMV because I'm like, God damn it. I would have gotten ready for this thing. Anyways, so I go back in, stand in line. And at this point, I'm like, fuck it. What does it really matter? I'm in a tie-dye sweatshirt. I'm about to be 43 years old. And for the next 10 years, Spicoli's sister over here is going to be in the tie-dye sweatshirt on her license picture with greasy hair and a burnt face. And the guy's like, step right up. I'm thinking he's going to be nice and like, let me, redo the photo if it's bad. So I step up and he's like, I go, should I smile? And he goes, yeah, smile. So I smile and I go, how does it look? And he goes, he goes, it'll be mailed to you in 2 weeks. I go, I don't get to look at it. And he goes, no. And now I'm like,
he wanted none of you.
None of me. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? In 2 weeks, we'll find out. But this is pretty much what it was. And then I thought maybe pulling the side tundral down is really going to help. Nope. So here we are. Fuck.
I cannot wait for this picture.
Oh, me neither. It's going to be one of those things, or I've already had a whole talk with myself on the drive home that it's not about being vain, but like, your license picture is the picture that is seen more than any other picture, right? Yeah. And then I was thinking like, hey, every time you pull it out, if someone's like, oh, you're prettier in person than you are in picture, then I'm like, okay, maybe it's because you don't want to be too pretty in the license picture because then someone's like, whoa, what happened to you? You like used to look great here. So I don't know. So maybe downplaying the license picture and looking really shitty in the license picture is the move. I don't know. We'll find out. So that's what's going on with my look. Wear sunscreen, drink water, and please read the DMV guidelines. And I mean, who knew? Steve? So this is me texting him. You didn't tell me I had to take a picture. He's like, sorry. Like it's Steve's fault. Like Steve works at the DMV. It's my fault.
How long did this trip take you? How long were you there total?
I went to 2 different DMVs. Let's just be real about this. This is because I went to one and then the line was there. I didn't have what I needed. So I had to go to the other one. I had to get more paperwork to show 3 proofs of the address, this was from 9:30 until when I talked to you, at like 1:30? The DMV is always a mission. But yeah, now I've got 10 years of remembering this day. So we've got that going for us, which is fine.
That guy could have helped you if you wanted to.
I said,
there's always a way.
You're going to tell me I can't. I wonder if my eyes were closed. You weren't going to give me a redo? Did you ever see that episode?
Was there a big line behind you? Like he couldn't give you like a redo, like a courtesy redo?
But you know what? I should have asked the guy behind me, like, hey, or I could have just looked at my phone. There was a lot of other options. At that point, I was like, you know what? It's my fault. I'm just going to lean into the bad driver's license photo. And hey, maybe we'll be surprised and it looks great. It looks like effortless. Like it just like showed up and didn't care. Meanwhile, there's like girls with the makeup model
right now. Like Rosie Huntington Wheatley, whatever. We love her. What's she got going on? Like,
well, I'll tell you, she's not wearing a tie-dye sweatshirt to the DMV. I'll tell you what, she's wearing a black t-shirt like you. She's looking sophisticated with probably a blazer on over the thing.
Really? A blazer at the DMV?
She's probably wearing some cool statement necklace. I'm scrounging around looking for the back of an earring so I could put on an earring. I'm literally scrounging around in the middle of the console looking for anything to put on. Sunglasses? Do you allow those in photos? Fuck.
I got my picture done like 2 days before the world shut down. And my picture looks like the world is shut down. Like I am like, here it's like, wow, what happened here?
Wait, did you know you had to take your picture though?
Yeah. I don't know what was going on that day. I thought my effortless look was cute. and turns out it wasn't.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't know though. But
Real dark hair too.
Real dark. Did you go
Real
with the
dark.
slicked back or did you have it down?
No, it's down. It's
Oh, you were ready. You blew that
unchanged,
bitch out. You were like, oh.
Yeah. No, it wasn't even
Oh,
blown
no.
out. It doesn't even look like it's parted correctly. Huh.
Did you get a redo? Did you get to see it?
I don't remember really what happened because then the world shut down. And I was like, oh,
Next.
okay.
I don't get it.
Yep. Next.
How about when school pictures though? Those were this brought me back to like school picture day where it was like, oh my God, you were praying that they were going to be good. And then how about you get that big 8 by 10 envelope and you pull it and the first thing you're like, oh no, they're terrible. And I was always the girl that was going to picture retake day, of course. And then the retake was worse than the first one because then I'd get like a breakout and I'm like, I should have just kept the first ones. And now we've got 700 wallets and 700 5x7s that no one wants. And it's just bad. I'm just not photogenic that way.
Neither am I. Up until 9th grade, was it 9th grade or 8th grade? 8th grade. My school pictures always had my left ear sticking out. And it was like, what's going on there?
You didn't want to put the hair over?
I got my ears pinned back in 8th grade. You know this, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't know when it was though.
Yeah, because it always bothered me. And I was like, Mom, like this is looking weird. And
was it just one ear?
Yeah. So here's the story of a man named Brady. I was born with my left ear like rolled, like folded over.
Oh.
And then a couple days later, it straightened out, but it straightened out a little like out. And then I just noticed it as I would pull my hair back as a kid because for dance and stuff. And then every year for school pictures, it would always be like, her. And I'm like, what's going on there? So my mom had said, if it bothers you enough, we could get it pulled back. My grandmother's not alive, so I'll say this now. My mom always says, I wish your father's mother had done this for him because your father's ears are huge.
Oh, God.
My dad has curly hair, and it hides it. So I guess my uncle had his ears pulled back and my dad wasn't offered that opportunity. So I did it. Worst thing I've ever done in my life. Horrific situation. What? Oh my God. I would never do it again if I was offered. Man, maybe I would. Just a different surgeon. I've never told you this.
No, all I know
to talk about.
All I know is that you don't like it because it hurts your ears when you wear headphones. That's all I know about the fallout of this Fallout Boy.
Cold. Oh my God. It's like one of these situations. Jared and I, do you and Steve, like, yeah, I think you guys joke about this too. When people like are doing work on your house, you're buying a house, you're trying to have a baby. We've never seen this happen before. It's one of those. Oh, we've never seen it happen like this.
It happened today when we got on here. Sweet Kurt, our producer, Riverside just shut down and he goes, I've never seen this before. Why am I always... Today I went to go get tacos.
Yes.
And guess what? The kitchen's closed. In the restaurant I've never been into because I'm just going to swing by and get tacos. They're doing an inspection back there. This is after I parked the car. I've walked. I've left the DMV thinking to myself, I'm so hungry. I want to get something to eat before I do this podcast. Oh, yeah. It shut down. The inspection's happening. I've never walked into then put a closed sign up. Why is the door open? Here's your inspection. F. Okay, go. I don't like that cough. I'm worried about that cough on you. I'm worried.
Everything's fine.
It's okay. Don't get emotional.
I'm good. All right. So don't make me laugh. I feel this bad. Happens to my dad and my sister, by the way. Okay. I get my ears pulled back, right? Great. Mm-hmm. First of all, have we never talked about this on this podcast? And we thought we had nothing to talk about? It's a day surgery. You go, they do a couple slits behind your ear. They play with the cartilage. It pulls back. Great. Perfect. Never seen this happen before. I go home that day. I already know our red recliner we had at our house. My mom's in her room and it's the summer. So I'm sitting there and I have a bit of a headache and I thought I convinced myself I felt a little bit of blood trickle down.
Oh.
Shove my finger up my bandage, pull it out. Ain't cute. Walk into my mom's bedroom and I go, Mom, I don't feel good. She goes, okay, great. Let me get you some Tylenol. Follow her back. She thinks I stayed in her bedroom. I follow her back into the kitchen. She doesn't know there. My mom said basically then she heard a ton of bricks hit the tile floor. That was my head. I passed out.
No.
Yes. I got friggin' whiplash. I wake up. to my golden retriever licking my face. My sister, who's 3 years younger, is screaming, "She's dead! She's dead!"
my
And my
God.
mom's on the phone with my dad at the TV station saying, like, do I call an ambulance? She passed out. I'm like out of it. I don't recognize my mom because I whacked my head so friggin' hard. A commercial comes on for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And I go, we just saw that. My mom's like, yes, good. Anyway,
She's alive.
she's good. She's back, baby. She's back.
Oh my God.
I think that's the end of the trauma. No,
no.
I have sutures in the back of my ears that are supposed to be disposable. We've never seen this before. They don't dispose of. We go on a family trip a month later to like San Francisco or something. Actually, my dad was getting a job interview or something like that. I remember being in the hotel and my mom was really good. She would always clean my sutures and stuff. And we're in the hotel and my mom goes, "Oh God, Mac. What? What's wrong?" My sutures opened up. They didn't dissolve. So a whole thing is happening. So then my ears aren't healing. I have to wear a...
What? What could possibly be going on here?
A headband for my first couple weeks in 8th grade at Burns Elementary with Miss Duino, a headband holding him back to help him heal.
Manute Bowl also had a headband? What's happening? Oh my God. Wait, I have a few questions here.
So much trauma.
You passed out originally because what? You were losing blood or like you just got dizzy?
No,
like what was
I grossed myself out. I upset myself. I got scared. I saw blood. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
I saw blood and I was like, got queasy and I passed out. So I get whiplash, a head injury.
Okay.
So there's that.
She's in the blue tent. Okay.
She's in the blue tent.
Now
she will not
return. Sutures haven't healed. And so you can like see inside, like they just, it was your mom. Oh no. But they look great.
Really good about it. But thank you. My mom's really good at it, but she also did the, oh God. And then, it's open and we're putting hydrogen peroxide in there. We're cleaning it up. We're going back to the surgeon when we get back in town in Florida. Never seen this happen before. She needs to keep them pulled back. So keep a headband on them. So like the hot 9th grade boys, I'm walking around with a Holly Hobbie like headband with my tucked ears.
Did you tell people what you had done?
No.
They were like, wow, this Erin really loves headbands. She loves, she's got them in every single color.
Go ahead.
Did you ever have to wear headgear? How about the poor people that have to, for braces?
For your dentist?
Like, that's what I think about those poor people that had to wear headgear. Like, I was supposed to wear my retainer, like, like 12 hours or whatever. No, or whatever it was, like some obscene amount of hours. I don't know. I'm like, and then people would wear that. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Did you ever do a thing where you...
16 Candles had it, I think, headgear, right?
Mm-hmm. And did you ever have a thing where like you weren't allowed to wear certain outfits to school because they were like risque or like your mom or dad wouldn't approve and then you would change at school? I would do that.
I was walking around with freaking open sutures and a headband. I wasn't the risque girl,
I was trying to throw in that midriff and those Jenko jeans,
Yeah.
I was trying to like go through my skater phase of like, oh God, I'm so hip and so cool.
So what did you go to school in and what did you
oversized
change?
Oh, always in the bathroom, like the school bathroom, whatever. But like go with an oversized t-shirt on and underneath it was like the tight, now it would be the Brandy Melville or whatever.
I went down a real rabbit hole last night with a popular wag in the NHL. And she was doing her makeup for a game day look. And she was like, and now I said it. And I was like, what? Set it and forget it. What are we setting it with? I'm lucky if I get it, Like what? Set it. And then I think to myself, Charissa, like, we should know this stuff. We're in front of a camera. We're going places.
I'm not even wearing sunscreen.
If I was like, ready, set, go.
I feel, okay, speaking of go, I feel like there's a red light here. I'm just getting redder as the conversation goes on. It's getting redder because you're touching it.
Well, you're touching it.
Oh my God. Anyways.
So there was that.
So there was that. And, wait, a couple other things I want to talk to you about.
How did we get on that subject? Oh, picture day. Good.
Picture day. Yeah, because my driver's license picture. I can't wait to see this. I'm not even going to be home. It's going to be here in 2 weeks and I'm not going to be around. So I can't wait to not see the driver's license picture for a while. Anyways,
we've got to post it on IG.
Of course. Can you go back and like, wonder if you like, no, you can't. Actually, I know you can't because I've lost my license before and then they'll just send you a new one with the old picture. I'm never going to get rid of this picture ever.
Shit. Well, at least you didn't have a headband.
I think that might have helped. If that would have been in the middle compartment, I probably would have put it on. Would have covered up my grease.
My God.
All right. So we're not great at that. But back at the ranch, no, literally. So over the weekend when we were together, we've discovered something, everybody. I've always given Steve a lot of credit for being a great DJ. He's give this guy an aux cord. He knows what's happening. Erin and I, we didn't even know that we were both on the same like Bluetooth system and we just kept going back and forth. And I was you threw in like some old school one. I went like ratchet music real quick because there's on Spotify, there's a playlist you guys called 2000 Rap Bangers that are so good. Like any song that tells you what to do is my jam. Like snap your fingers, do it.
Hey,
you can do it all by yourself. I can see
the history. Do you want to give like the history of what we did? It was so good.
Great. I don't know where you're looking, but it was quite,
I'm on Spotify.
You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the playlist up here and Steve might have a run for his money with what we were able to put together. And evidenced by the folks that were in the bus with us, there was no lull whatsoever in the, where are you looking at? History. So
I just went, to search, Spotify search.
Yeah.
And I scrolled down and I can see where I start. Because I started with We Found Love. And then I went to Bring 'Em Out. Then
Can you just do it? Because I can't find it.
Oh, really?
Because I'm on search. I don't understand.
Okay, go to search. Hold on. I'm going to walk you through it. Go to search. Hello, my name is Erin. I will be helping you today with your...
This is my Whitney Houston 2000 Rap Bangers Yacht Rock.
Nope.
What?
Okay, go to search. Put your finger in the search bar, and then it comes up with your recent searches, right?
Yeah.
And what do you got? Scroll down. What did you start with?
2000 Rap Bangers. Oh, actually, I hit a little Players Club. We be clubbing. Yeah. Okay. Then I went Rap Bangers, but I don't know the order. I just know there are so many songs on here. Freak a Leak by P. Pablo.
Good.
Woo! Okay, we'll put together this playlist because I think the folks at home would appreciate what's going on here. We also got Whitney Houston.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you which is a good one that the girls and the guys get involved with. I did this on a bus with Jacqueline Quick, Enos Kopitar, and Amanda Edler a couple weeks ago. And I did it this weekend with some guys and some gals. Tina Turner, Simply the Best.
Yes. Yeah, that was a great one. Going.
It's great.
Simply the Best. It's so good. What a great song. Tina Turner,
and then we had a nice moment. We ended the whole evening with this with Taylor's Style song, but it was live from the Eras tour because it's only 2 minutes and it hits the high points and it gets you in and out and it's great.
The best is when you get off the respective bus that you're on and there was the other one that's like, oh, you guys were having so much more fun than us. Music is really like, that is a game changer. And if you're with people that know, because it's a lot, I say this to Steve all the time, it is a lot of pressure to be in charge of the music because then you got to make sure you have one in the queue and you got it. Like if there's any sort of like dip and then everyone's like, like bitching and complaining. Anyways, that was a new skill set we found out we didn't even know we had. A tandem DJ Jazzy Jeff moment.
So good. Hey, do you want to do some headlines?
I was just going to say that. Look at us. We're always on the same wavelength, you know?
Okay.
First up, okay, teacher shares that the one thing parents should make kids know before kindergarten. No is not a bad word. Emily Perkins, a kindergarten teacher in Kentucky, tells today.com. A lot of people ask me all the time when they figure out that I am a kindergarten teacher, what they can do to prepare a kid for kindergarten. Tell them no as a complete sentence. I heard a parent tell me that they don't tell their child no because it triggers them. If you cannot tell your child no, your child's teacher probably can't tell them no either. We get it. I I'm going to let you speak on this. You have a child, and then I'll give my thoughts. What do you think about that?
Though, because my child is stubborn, opinionated, independent, vocal, and we're really starting to try to figure out how to correct behavior, teach the right way. My kid's smart. He freaking knows. He looks at us every day and he throws his water sippy cup and looks at us and it's like, I dare you. So we turn Alexa off and that's actually a good point. Instead of just saying, no, don't do that. Mac, return your water back to the right place. Because we're not going to throw shit. We're just not doing that.
We're not doing that.
I'm not interested.
Yeah. And you and Jared are not parents that are going to allow bad behavior. No.
Also, the couch scares the crap out of me. He's running back and forth. No, Mac, sit on your bum. And he knows. He'll look at us, stand up, and then sit back down. So today, hey, if you don't sit on your bum, you're off the couch.
Yeah.
Looked at me and then threw himself down. And I I say lightly, picked him up, placed him down and said, hey, we're not going to be on the couch unless we're sitting on our bum. Well, I know what transpires there. And then it's like, all right, how do we redirect? But I want to make sure I'm just reinforcing and correcting, but it's really hard. It's so hard.
I was just going to say, how many times do you just keep saying it over and over again? Because after a while, it's like they wear you down. You're like, fine, just jump on the couch. I don't care. Just do it. Like, I don't know. I mean, you have to be consistent. I think that's the whole deal, right? As a parent, it's like, or whether it's a dog or whatever it is, like consistency in terms of obedience. But man, I got to give it to these kindergarten or any kind of teacher.
Oh, God.
And your mom was a teacher. Teachers, I can't imagine how difficult it is to do your job in general. And then you have, you have kids that come into your class and you're not allowed to tell them no. And then it's like, oh, well, we don't tell little Johnny no. Well, guess what? Little Johnny needs to be a member of this society here that is the kindergarten class. So we do say no in here. And it's, I don't know. I have the utmost respect for teachers and any kind of childcare individuals, because that is a whole nother level of like, it's not your kid that you're disciplining, it's somebody else's. And then it's like, how far can you just, oh my God.
Oh, God.
No, the answer is no. And I think that like you're doing your child, and I will only speak from my vantage point, which of just having been a kid. There's no means no. We're not doing that. And if you don't like teach your child early on, then what are you preparing them to go into society and be like maniacs?
Yep.
And we're all surprised because little Johnny just doesn't want to sit down in class. Well, guess what? Johnny needs to. Sebastian Maniscalco has a great bit on this about there's like the kid that's in his like kindergarten class that's dressed up as a lion, and he's like, and Rory's in the back of the classroom and the teacher's having to pay attention to Rory, and meanwhile my kid's just trying to learn the ABCs, but we got a zoo back there. It's like it's so funny because it's like, come on, we're all trying to have our kid in the class and do the same thing, and you got the one twerp that's back there not paying attention. Anywho,
shout out to the teachers.
Exactly. Next.
All right, I'm a flight attendant and we judge passengers who order this sketchy beverage. Ooh, okay. Decaf coffee. Okay. I think we all know by now that ordering coffee on a plane is a little bit sketchy. You're telling me you genuinely enjoy the taste of that airplane coffee so much that you're willing to drink it, not out of necessity for caffeine, just for the flavor. I get it. So there's a huge thing that like the tanks rarely get clean. That water is in should be the least of your concerns. Wait. The way flight attendants have to clean out coffee pots, Java gets dumped into a toilet, bringing this. Okay. So basically there's a lot of like bacteria, whatever, in the coffee pot. Yeah.
I don't want to know. Here's my thing with any of this stuff. And as someone who's worked in a restaurant, I've told you this before, like, again, anybody that's worked in the service industry or like as a bartender, like even when it's like we clean glasses, you clean glasses, but like it was a bar, a college bar. You're not sanitizing it the same way that you would in the protocols that you should do in a fine dining establishment. Like, I think sometimes it's better to just not know, because if that bread or those chips fell on the floor and you put them back in that basket, I'm building up immunities. That's the thing though in life, like, kind of know where you are, like to the point of the flight attendant. If you're on an airplane, you know you're not getting the like finest cup of coffee. Their job, as we always talk about, is to get us from point A to point B safely.
Yeah.
Okay, if we do that, everything else is a bonus. I'll tell you what, though, that wine, I know that wine comes straight out of the bottle, and there's no cleaning involved, so I'm fine. How about the people though? This is, and I won't pretend like I haven't done it, but like if it's a 6 a.m. flight, and like I'll have order a mimosa here and there. Like, I'm fine with that. We're going on vacation, whatever it is. How about the fucking people that just go right into like a bourbon or a whiskey? And I'm like, it is 6 a.m. Like,
red face.
What?
Sweating.
Yeah. Like, I'll take the double vodka on the rocks. And you're just like, I can't wait to see what you order at 7 o'clock because we're at 6 a.m. and you're going straight to the bourbon and whiskey. My God, I hope you have an aisle seat because I'm not trying to have you in the window just jumping over me to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. Woof. Judgment.
Mahalo.
Included. Mahalo. Aloha. All right. Well, I'm going to go put some sunscreen on and some lotion and hydrate my face. I love you so much.
Put some effort in.
I'll keep you guys posted on the terrible DMV picture. And
oh my God, I can't wait. I may try to find a headband photo.
Let's find our best and worst. Because some of those, what did your senior pictures look like? Because I thought I was so goddamn cute in that fake wheat field, and I was wearing a dress that was like a halter. And I was like, I was like, where am I? Yeah, cowboy, take me away.
We should post our senior photos. Mine is she bangs, and it's not sexually. It's my bangs are this big. And they are
your senior picture
rolled.
Oh my God. I had a Letterman, one of mine was my Letterman jacket. I was so proud of being sporty. And I was like leaning up against the wrought iron thing. Like you go to this one, whatever it was, like the Yen Louis or whatever it was called. And it had like the same back. Yeah, that was the name of the photographer. It was in Bellevue. And it was like, you were rich if you got to go to Yen Louis, and I only got to go there for my senior pictures. Pictures are funny. We were going through some of ours over the years yesterday when we were coming back together. There's some real memory lane photos. And the best part is like you think you're cute.
Erin, tuck in your shirt, you know?
But that's how I'm going to, like I said, for the next 10 years, I'm going to think to myself, you knew you were going to the DMV. Just as a backup, maybe take a shower, lady. So anyways, word to the wise out there. If you're going to get that real ID and you live in California, they're going to make you take a picture.
Yeah.
All right. Love you all.
That's it.
Go get them. Bye now.
Wear your headbands.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.